I'll do it.
Go on.
What was that topic?
Quotes, charging for quotes.
Hello and welcome, it's Monday Club. We're back again. This is the final one for a while, mate.
Yeah,
where
in
we're
the
gonna
studio, yeah.
Yeah, doing it face to face. This week's episode is brought to you by Bar's Cream Soda. Now, last week we had the realisation that Nick is some sort of, I don't know, he doesn't live in our reality and has never ever seen what cream soda is.
I recognise it, I've seen it in the shops for years because it's obviously very distinctive colour, and I've never ever chose to drink it because it looks like it's from the 30s. Looks like it would be coloured for a
Listen,
war
just
drink.
open it and drink it.
Fine.
Let's go.
Smells like popcorn.
It's not popcorn. It's not bad.
It's not nice, it's not great.
What do you mean? Let me try.
It's like a... Look, you even drink like a scrog. Just drink it normally.
What do you mean? It's fizzy. What do you want?
Oh, just drink. Look, what's that? Why are you slurping it? No, you will. Just drink like this, look. No noise. Didn't go down my fucking chin either. Anyway, I cannot deal with people drinking and eating loudly.
You've got problems.
Anyway, yeah, it's not too bad. I could drink that, to be fair. Oh,
it's decent.
Not better than Monster, but
no.
Nothing else is.
A quick message from our sponsor, Life Audio. Bluetooth speakers. Now, they are doing a installer scheme at the moment. So become a registered installer. Get your free merch. So your Life Audio stickers, your Life Audio pens, beautiful Life Audio t-shirt that I'm too fat to fit in. And to do that, just send an email. And the email will be below and in the show notes. Back to the show.
Today's topic, do you want me to do topic?
Do the topic, bro.
Today's topic, all spurred literally from about 5 minutes ago when I just had a conversation with Sam, is do you guys charge for quotes? And I did a video roughly based around this where... Oh God, I hate you.
What do you mean?
Well,
That's
I hate what it is. Anyway, I'm going to come... Burp again. Anyway, audio listeners, Sam sat there burping at me. Where I would take deposits for booking jobs in. So let's say a rewire, I do with this on bigger jobs, I say I want 50% the day before, so when I turn up the materials can be left there, I've got half of it, let's say at the end of the job, they don't want to pay, at least I've got my materials covered and I'm not out of pocket for materials. But with quotes, this is all
How many people actually do that though?
A lot, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, I started doing it a good couple of years ago. Not that I haven't not been paid for a massive job, little ones here and there. Half the time from my own fault where I've waited 3 months to invoice them because of laziness or whatever. Back in my younger years. But I went to go and quote a job earlier with Adam for a lady, and she said on the phone a couple of days ago, do you charge for a quote? And I said, no, I've heard it before. I've never charged for a quote, can't see why you would. And when we got there, I was chatting to her. We were there about 45 minutes, and she turned around and said to me that the electrician that she had booked in today was going to charge her £200 for a quote, and she accepted that, and obviously managed to cancel it before the 24 hours before.
I got into the quote business.
But like, I understand if you are such a high demand electrician, you have work, let's say, pouring out your ears, and you can really pick and choose the jobs you want to do. You can say, yeah, it's going to cost you 200 quid. The customers, if they say yes, then you're guaranteed the money for your time, I wouldn't say wasted, but used on site.
See, I'll be honest with you, I feel like that's a scam.
I think that's a scam, but I can see people doing it to cover their costs.
No, how can you ever, I don't know, like, there's no job I've ever heard of someone doing that. That's mad.
But that was back in the day, that was the done thing, and then it came on everyone's van then started at one point, started saying free quotations call, because people used to charge. Like, even you look at the people, she was saying about the, what's the Japanese weed in the garden? What's that called?
Japanese weed? Yeah,
but there's a special word for it, you guys might have heard of it. It's a very invasive plant that literally destroys foundations, plumbing and everything like that.
Summer ivy?
No, it's not it. No, that's a terrible joke. And she said, just for a quotation from them, it's £160 for them to come out and have a look. Which I get, it's the same thing.
I'm going into the quote business.
I know.
Right,
and I'm looking at it and going, I can't justify at all in my own mind if a customer, I'm there for an hour and I don't get the job, it is what it is, all part of the business of being self-employed. But there's obviously people out there that are charging this amount of money for doing quotes.
Do you think Artisan charges for quotes?
I don't think so.
But he can command that.
He could come out. Maybe he does, I don't know. Jordan, if you're listening, probably not, or someone that works for Jordan, or has had a job or a quotation from Jordan, let us know. But I can see the pros for the customer.
I bet Nadji charges for quotes.
Probably. It does now. No, I can see for my side, for you, when you go out on yourself, where you're covering the cost for being out, let's say you don't get the job, you can put it down as time wasted, because that's what it is. You've not got the job, but you've gone out there. But I think the turnaround of amount of jobs that you could physically get from ringing you up and going, can I have a quote? And you go, yeah, it's 250 quid. And they'll go, what do I get with that? And you go, a quote. Maybe £150 is then knocked off the invoice for when, if the work is accepted, maybe it's knocked off that way.
See, that's smart. Like saying, it's 200 quid. If you accept my quote, then it's
200
like,
it's knocked
yeah,
off.
£200.
But what's that then stopping the guy putting £200 on top of the invoice for that to get knocked off?
Well, there you go.
Because we've known that happen before.
Yeah, but do people think that far into it? Is what I'm saying.
I think people in the trades, if you were to work for me and you were a plumber and you said this to me, I would go, I know exactly what you're doing. But I think people that aren't in this sort of realm that we're in wouldn't have a clue. But I've known lots of people before where you want a job, let's say it's a rewind, I'm quoting £6,000. I know I can go, I'll put it on for £6,500. When the customer queries it, I'm going to go, or even doesn't say anything, go, well, I know what we'll do. We'll knock £500 off because I can change things around a little bit. Instantly, the customer thinks they've saved £500, and you're then back at what you wanted. I've known so many plumbers that have done that with copper, and they blame it on copper prices. Or copper prices have come down a little bit, I can knock £300 off.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard in the wholesalers loads of times from the guys. I won't name anyone because it's not fair, but I have heard that, and they will because they buy the boilers. Their stuff's more expensive than ours, really, for the core materials. Copper. I'm on about copper. I'm not on about push fit. And push fit's quite expensive as well, to be fair.
It's not going to be as
it's not as copper, but like fittings now per like little joints of fittings, are a couple of quid each. When before they were like 40p.
Do you know what?
What?
I'm really low energy.
Why?
In this conversation,
I'm there. I'm alright.
Yeah, I know you're
I've
alright.
had this delicious drink.
This conversation is really boring.
But what would do you guys charge for a quote? If you do, how does it work out? Do you knock it off the invoice or the job if you get it, or do you just pocket that and know that's up to the customer if what they want to do? It's an interesting one to look at.
Because you could essentially, you only need to do like 5 quotes a week.
Yeah, you could do 5 quotes a week and just not go to work. Yeah.
You know,
you can accept the job. I'm too busy. I'm really sorry.
I can't help you, mate.
No.
Sweet. But what if the job's only £100 job? Then you can't quote to them.
Yeah, I think what the job we went around to see earlier was a new board, new kitchen wiring, rewire upstairs lights. There's no earth. All lighting. So already from the phone call, we know it's a couple of grand.
Yeah.
But if she said, I just want you to come around and change a few light fittings, he might go, no, I'm not interested. Or he might go, yes, it will be £45 for a quote because it's comparable to.
Make it up.
No, because it's comparable to the work that needs to be done.
I don't think. For me,
God, it's making me gassy now.
I know it's gassy, isn't it?
Jesus.
For me, starting out, honestly, I think that would not be a good move.
It'd be silly because the best thing you could do is do stuff at a reasonable price so you're happy, the customer's happy. You hand them a couple of cards saying call me back and get that customer base built up.
This is it
through word of mouth. That's what you need to start with.
Well, I've done all my business cards. I've just got to send off to get them printed.
Yep.
And I've done my website, so that's all done. Got some t-shirts being printed out. You know me, I love a t-shirt.
Loves a t-shirt.
I love a t-shirt.
With some shorts.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing shorts.
No, I thought
yeah. Why don't you wear shorts?
We do in the summer. I've got really bad knees from rugby. I pop my kneecaps out loads. So if I kneel down without knee pads, I can't walk the rest of the day. True story.
So do you know what Tough Built do them like Robocop?
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, the customer went around the other day and he had some. They were like armor plated.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, like to be honest,
I had to get sweaty knees as well though, and you obviously do.
Nut Powder Pro coming soon.
No, it's not.
Nut Powder Pro's coming soon, bro.
Right.
So we thought because this is the last one for a while. Like next week we'll be back on Zoom probably. We might.
Sorry, I know we've enjoyed this a lot, and we think this works better. And I think a lot of the guys in the comments and the views have gone up as well. But this is not logistical for you or
No,
me.
it's only because I'm staying down the road.
We live 4 hours away from each other, so
Way more.
technically, yeah. I'm Midlands, and you're
I'm basically
next
far.
to the sea. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can see France from his house.
Yeah.
France. So we'll go back to the old format. We'll get a few guests on every now and then. There is one person I want to get on.
Who?
JB Electrical. He's a young lad, and he's a lecturer at Cambridge, teaching all the electrical students.
Why?
Because he's a nice guy to start with, if you're listening.
He's a nice boy.
He's a nice boy. He's always interacted with everyone on social media. He's a clever lad, and he's young, because we've not had any young lecturers on, and to see their point of view of how they would teach or what they do, because he knows his stuff.
Well, yeah, why not? I don't care.
I do.
Not that I don't care in a bad way, but
No,
it's like, get who you want on.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
So, what we thought we'd do is we'd go through some comments and talk about what people have said in the comments.
Yeah, we'll go through. We don't really have a subject. The quote thing was something that we picked up, but we've been sucked dry recently, Sam.
Huh?
Excuse me?
There's too much to say there.
We want to give you guys a subject every week of what we can do, what we can talk about. That is, to do with the industry.
To do with the industry, pertinent to, like, listen, there's other channels out there that do the technical side of things better than us.
That is not us. No.
Like, if we need to get technical, we call Mark on.
Yeah.
But Mark's probably already done 55 podcasts and 84 videos on it.
Yes.
So he loves a video and a podcast.
Yes, he does.
Like,
Congratulations, by the way, Mark.
Yeah, big shout out to Mark Allison, EFIX Person of the Year.
Person of the Year. So that was really nice to see that he'd done that. Right.
I didn't get an award.
I didn't get an award either.
You shouldn't.
I was put forward for an award.
No, but just carrying on from that quickly.
Go on.
So we don't really do technical stuff because none of us are really technical.
No.
And things like the regs and stuff like that, they're important. But how...
You guys that listen in the morning most of the time when you're driving to work, and you just want you and me having a mess around, talking about stuff lightheartedly, having a bit of banter. If you want to sit down at your computer and learn stuff, then we're not the ones to listen to with that.
And you don't want to hear me reading the regs.
No, I don't want to hear you reading the regs.
No, right. So let's get down to it. Look, listen. You do the comments from last week's one. I'll do the one from the week before.
Right, the one with Amy.
What? Yeah.
Well, the one. There's not really any comments on that other than everyone disagreeing with you the way you stuck in the 20s.
We're not getting into it.
Well, we are, because I had Sam's wife leave me a voice message saying, "Thank you so much, Nick, for sticking up for me," and I completely agree with what you're saying. Sam is a lazy man, and he doesn't even lift his feet up when she's hoovering around him. He grunts and goes, "I'm trying to watch the telly."
Because it should be done when I get home.
No. So, all the comments from last week, we appreciate them, but they're all about Sam.
No.
Being lazy. Right.
Working away from home, CJH Plumbing. He's a big contributor to our comments section. Shout out to CJH Plumbing, sorry. Worked away from home for 15 years as a site manager in civil engineering. Hated every minute of it. See, this is what I'm saying. So why do it for 15 years, you lunatic? Like, I've done it for 6 months, and it's not for me.
No.
And I've been over this in depth now, haven't I?
I couldn't do it. 100%. Not with a young family at all. Your daughter turned 3 at the weekend, and it's.
I barely got Monday off as well.
Yeah. It's the worst part of anyone's life is to be missed. Really, you can't get it back.
Yeah, no, you can't. And then yesterday I had the tears. Daddy's got to go work, and then the lip comes out and all that. I'm not doing it anymore. So this is my last week, so I'm excited. Jason.
We'll have to skip this bit.
What?
Because it's dead silence, and I'm looking through comments, and you're looking through comments, and I was just on the same video as you.
Well, I told you to go to a different one.
I have now.
Some of the container effervescence. He's a regular contributor to the show. Some of the container price, because we were talking about container prices, wasn't we?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. And basically, what he says is, so many ships were stuck in ports during COVID isolation and quarantines, so the prices still in circulation have just gone through the roof. Now, between Russia and China having another outbreak, things are only going up. Sad thing is, we'd have to pass the costs on like any sector, but the wages are always the last thing to go up. And it's terrifying, really, a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, The prices at the moment on gas and electric are shocking.
What were they? On average, they were 3,600 from last year, and then to now you're looking at just shy of £8,000, double.
That's mad.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And to some people that have decent jobs that can afford that, fair enough. But to people that were living week by week, month by month, paycheck to paycheck, how are they? They're not earning any more money.
No.
But yet just more expenses
This is why
going
I've had
out.
to leave. This is why I've had to leave this job, because our expenses are going up. I can't earn. You know, like say you was in like financial trouble, right? This week, you just work longer days, get more money. Work longer days, get more money. Running the scraps, stuff like that, and just be about it. Go do more quotes, get more work in. Now, if you're PAYE,
you can't do
what you got is what you got.
Yeah, unless you can find the overtime, which a lot of places now don't have.
Not giving it out.
You can't do it.
No.
And this, I've struggled with the concept of this because I used to work at Tesco when I was trained to be an electrician. Just do bits and bobs. And there's a few people that work there still and now, this is 12 years later. Some of the guys, and no disrespect to them, that's what they want to do.
How are they doing it?
I know realistically they're taking probably 1,800 quid to £2,000 home a month. They do full-time shift, they do a lot of overtime. I don't know about this now because it could have changed, but that's what they were taking home. And his missus also works there in the clothing aisle. She only works part-time. They have 2 kids together. They don't have their own house, they rent. They know exactly how much by doing their basic time they are going to earn by the end of every month, by the end of the year, for the next 5 years. Something's gone wrong with the car. We don't have any savings. Like they said, they don't have any savings, or they've managed to accumulate some. That's gone. We want to go on a holiday. All right. Well, we know we need to save and put this much amount away. We can go on holiday in 3 years' time because by then we'll have enough money and this, that. And to me, it absolutely baffles me where people would have to worry about that or have to wait so long to do things like that. Because I've been self-employed that long now. I could work my ass off, let's say for 3 weeks, to do a rewire and a couple of fuse boards.
And you've got a few quid.
Then there we go, we're away.
Well, this is like, I've always been, it's slightly different to what I was doing, subcontracting.
Yeah.
But you could always work a Saturday. You can always work late.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, you get a few touches, and before you know it, you've earned like £1,200 that week.
Yeah.
Like after tax and stuff. It's
decent.
Possible.
Yeah,
it's possible to do that. And you can go and get a 12-hour shift and earn even more.
A 12-hour shift.
I know, it's grueling. It's grueling, but it's possible.
It shouldn't exist because you've got 4 hours left, people ain't going to be performing.
No.
They should be walking around trying to just kicking stuff.
I'm good for 6 hours tops.
You're good for 4 hours tops with a half-an-hour poo break.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's it. So 12 hours, I'm wasting more time looking for stuff not to do.
You're wasting their money.
Yeah.
They should know that.
But everyone's the same. Yeah. Everyone's the same.
Completely off subject, before I forget, my eldest 12-year-old came to me this morning and saw that there was a poll going on, whether or not it was in the school or wherever he saw it, that they're on about cutting kids' school time from Monday to Thursday, so they do 4-day weeks, but shortening the 6 weeks holidays. So make it 4-week holiday, and those extra 2 weeks will be in school, and they will shorten. They will do something around holiday times, but make them short, but give the kids a 4-day week because they are saying that kids can learn more in the 4 days rather than the 5.
But what has this got to do with electrical?
Well, I'm saying this as well because it's to do with, I only work really 4 days a week, sometimes 5 if I have to because Adam's not here. But a lot of big companies now are only letting people work 4 days a week, and because it's all to do with the work, amount of work you get done in this time. They're saying if you give someone a 4-day week rather than a 5-day week, they would achieve more in the 4 days than they would in the 5.
100%.
So what I'm saying is they're bringing that across the different scopes. Because of COVID has knocked everyone back, everyone works from home, loads of people just work from home now, and people have sold offices because they don't need them, their overheads have gone, they can pay their employees more. What I'm saying is with you, 12-hour shifts to me are pointless. The work, I'm trying to think of the word, enthusiasm, let's say, is gone.
It's gone. And it's like, you get more money. Who cares?
But nothing gets done. I'd
rather go home.
You look at the top guy and go, he should look down and go, well, yeah, you're doing a 12-hour shift, but you're only doing enough work for 8 hours, so just do 8 hours and go home.
Yeah.
So, but it was interesting to me that they're trying to now bring that into schools, or it's been spoken
Construction
about.
industry is always the last to change.
Yeah, and it probably will be.
It's always the last.
Unless you're self-employed like me, you can go, I only want to work 4 days. The Monday is I come in here, mess around, maybe do some paperwork, do a tip run, or spend some time with the other half.
See,
hoovering together and washing the dishes.
Simp. You're a simp. You're a simp. Like, oh mate, I can't even. I'm not.
Move on.
But so here's the thing with construction industry in London.
Yeah.
It's basically a 10-hour day is standard.
Yeah.
Like
what,
that,
you get
in London,
an hour unpaid break throughout the day.
You get an hour break, but you get 2 half hours.
Paid or unpaid?
One will be paid, one will be unpaid. So you're on site 10.
So you get paid for 9.5 hours for the day?
Yeah, 9.5 hours. But a lot of them are like, and that's pretty standard in London. Now what I've realised is moving out to Kent, 8-hour days are standard.
Right, okay.
So that suits me down to the ground.
Yeah.
But I don't understand, like, I've been on jobs in London where they've gone, right, everyone's got to work 12 hours now because we've got to get the job done. And I think, well, that's not going to change anything.
It's going to make people
We're all going to get more money and
yeah.
walk around moaning.
Yeah, facts.
That's it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I've taken 2 packed lunches. That's the worst thing about packed lunches. You ever take, if I ever like, make a packed lunch there, 9:30, it's gone.
Yeah, gone.
That sandwich looks too delicious, or that wrap, gone.
Every time.
But then you've eaten, and then even before 12 o'clock, then you go, I'm hungry now. Like,
Yeah.
my stomach's kicked in, I'm hungry, I need to go get some food. And you buy a massive lunch. Pointless.
What you think is, right, I'll eat my sandwiches now because I'm going to eat them across the day anyway, so I might as well eat them now. It's going to be the same amount of full.
Yep.
And then you, like, a bit later on, you're like, listen, I've got to be good because I'm the ever-expanding man. I've got to be good. So I know what to do. I'll just buy some crisps. That tied me over.
Yeah, just a little
then
snack.
bam, and you bang the crisps and a drink. And then you're like, oh, I need a chocolate bar now. Do you know what I mean? And then before you know it, you've added on another packed lunch.
I went to do it today. We didn't eat anything. I had breakfast this morning. We went to go do a fuse board change. Let Adam do it. I did some stuff off in the kitchen. And I kept looking, and it was a pig of a fuse board. It was up top, but the wall was bowed, so Adam couldn't quite figure it out. We had to chop the board, but anyway. And we left the job at 2:30, and we hadn't eaten a thing all day.
Oh,
so we went round the corner.
And I know you started at 9.
I left my house at 8.
You didn't start the job till 9.
Well, yeah, because you constantly ring me for no reason. All right, mate, bye. Why did he even? And Adam goes, what did he say? I was like, nothing. I thought he just checks in on me, I'm alive. I think that's all it is. Yeah, cool, he's answered me. He's like, mate, I went to a little corner shop. It was a New York deli sandwich. And it was like proper big, soft, seedy bread. I sat there eating it. It had a bit of mustard on it, some gherkins, sliced gherkins, some thick salami with some ham, some cheese, everything. I think there was a bit of mayo on it as well. I'm eating it away, and I probably look like you. So Adam, he was looking at me like, can you just take me home? I wasn't hungry.
Well, you didn't buy him food?
I offered it. I always buy him stuff. And he was like, no, I'm alright, so I'm going to get chippy in a minute. I was like, fair.
Yeah, I bet you went and got a chippy as well.
No, I went to do the quote. This is going to turn off in a second, so I keep checking on it. What are we on? 22 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes. We've got half an hour until it shuts itself off. Right, question I've got here. Sergio, how about show plumbers discussing S-plan and Y-plan heating systems? It's a great crossover topic. It would be, but I have no idea to this day how to do boiler controls. I hate them. I let the plumbers that we work with, they do all the wiring, and then we just get to be shown.
Do you know what? It was a subject at college.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it since.
I hate it.
Well, I've never had to do it.
Well, I've been teased to do it. I've been asked a few times by some people, and I've just gone. Literally, I have no idea. This is like asking a 2-week person that's been on the electrical course for 2 weeks to change a fuse board.
That's like me with most things.
That is true. That is true. But no, I want to learn it, but I've never been taught it at college. I've never gone and done a course on it. Maybe it would help me.
See, well, I've spoke about this before as well. Like, when it comes to certain subjects in the electrical industry, my knowledge is the same as a first-year apprentice.
That is true.
Like,
I would say that's most things.
No, not most things.
Like testing ring ends, fault finding.
When's the last time I fault find?
Have we told people what you rang me up for?
Yeah, we did. We've done that.
Yeah.
We've done
okay.
that.
I just wanted to get it in
but
there.
that was just me stressing out and losing my head.
Yeah.
But the reality is, right?
You don't need to fault find because yours has been containment for years. I know that.
Yeah, and I got stuck doing containment like an idiot.
Well, thing is, fault find as well. Most of the time in industrial commercial stuff, everything's labelled up DB1. Is it not?
And yeah, but if you're fault finding in commercial industrial stuff, sometimes it can be like
bird's nest sort of thing.
Yeah. Like
But like you can, if it's done correctly, you can see on this socket it would say DB1, L3,
Yes.
whatever. But in a house, you have no idea. Yeah. Oh, this breaker does something. Let's find out. And the only way you can physically ever double, triple, billion check is literally chase the wall out and follow the cable up to exactly where it runs, because you don't know if there's a junction box under the floor. It goes.
Tell the
under the
truth.
loft.
Do you ever bang it out?
Bang. Excuse me.
Do you ever bang it out?
Bang what out?
Do you just cut through the cable and see if it trips?
No, that's no. We've done that by accident. when
Have
we've
you
cut
ever
through
like
cables.
got?
Are you on about purposely tripping circuits to see what trips
Yeah.
there? There's no need. Because you could just hold. Do you mean on the cable in the middle of a
No,
joist? Or do you mean
no,
at the end of a circuit?
no. So you go to sockets and you can't find where they go.
Yeah.
So you just bang it off.
No, I've seen people do it online when they want to trace a socket.
Are you lying?
America, they saw the guy on TikTok do it. And he wants to change the socket over and he goes, oh yeah, and he just got a bridge and link between live and earth out. Or there's live neutral and it tripped to the board now. We've
No?
done it by accident. I've never think to do it. I
wouldn't
can't be
bang
showing
out
Adam stuff like that anyway.
But tell the truth, have you ever done it?
Not purposely, no. Hand on heart, no. I've cut through.
goody two shoes.
Well, I just don't see the point, because most of the time I could go to the end circuit and go, Adam, right, one by one on the walkie-talkies on the phone, go turn the breaker off one by one.
Oh,
And
yeah,
just
there is
double
that,
check
yeah.
that way. That's
There
how
is
we
that.
do it. If there's two of you, it's a lot simpler.
See,
We'll just turn the whole board off. But I
Well,
suppose
you don't know-
if you want to find which one it is, yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. But don't
I'm
do
not
that, it's
condoning that behaviour. I'm just saying
There's
it
people
happens.
that do it. I've seen loads of videos online of people doing it. It's American only, most of the time.
I saw Big Haldinio doing it the other day.
Big Al.
Yeah.
I love Big Al. Shout out to Big Al. I always see his TikToks, then he puts on Instagram.
He always
I do
comes
that.
on my Instagram lives, which you should check out as well.
Well, yeah, it's Monday Club Live, it's not yours.
Yeah, well, you don't come on. You come
I
on.
don't have the. You never give me the password for it.
Bro, you can go on there and you can come on as well. Like you can
I
request
know.
to come on.
I don't press that button.
I know you don't.
Yeah, I know.
You come on. You say something.
I slag you off and
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
That's what you would
Every
do
time.
to me.
Well, yeah.
Give you a bit of taste. That's all.
But no. So you've never banged out a circuit.
Not on purpose, no.
I feel like.
But we
this-
could easily do the same thing with a tester. You could just make it trip at the board. I suppose you can't on MCB, RCD, yeah.
Don't know.
What I want to get is I'm not sure if it's Klein or something. They don't do it in the UK. Which is a tracer pen where you can
They
plug.
do that. It's called socket and C.
Yeah.
Why does it cut out after half an hour?
I don't know. It's just always done it.
Done. Okay, so we're back. Nick's 2 bob equipment.
2 bob equipment.
It's bad.
This camera's more expensive than your car.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That cost me £200.
That didn't cost. That cost you more than £200. You can't buy that for £200.
£500 that one.
Yeah. So stop lying. Stop lying about banging out circuits and stop lying about this.
I was lying because I wanted to make a joke that you got a cheap car, but obviously I would have read.
I haven't got a cheap car. It's cheaper than your fucking silly.
But let's not compare penises here. I'm not here to do that. I don't want to put you down.
But anyway, right. What else we got?
BG Electrical started following you.
I am shocked Nick doesn't know about Pimlico Plumbers. Kip Hakes, another contributor. I'm going to do some shout outs. Jim Hook, Biker Chris, Jim Hook, Andy Clark. Now, Andy Clark had a good point. He agreed with me about my stance on the roles in the household.
Who agreed with you?
Andy Clark, shout out.
No, Andy. No.
Salmon shipping containers. Well, I don't. I'll give you a job. Shed load of chasing out at the moment. No.
Saw that one. Yeah.
No boy.
By the way, if you guys ever get a like or a comment on the videos, Sam has I don't have access to any of the accounts.
I like it. I like everything all the time. Just
Yeah,
because
no,
it's-
yeah, it's interaction.
Oh yeah, here's one. So the username is GGGGGG
Show me.
That one.
Yes, it is.
And he says, Fat Sam, did you work at Wimbledon Tennis about 4 years ago? And you were in a WhatsApp group called Fat Sam's Motorcycles. If yes, I met you. Ha ha.
That sounds like you because you were Fat Sam bike clubs, but you had a motorbike club too.
No. So what it would have been is my profile picture at the time would have been Fat Sam Motorcycles.
But why would it have been motorcycles?
Because I was building motorbikes at the time.
Right, and then you went on to Fat Sam Bike Club.
Yeah, I do. I flitter about. I like
You
making
do?
logos and stuff.
Yeah,
I love it.
How many t-shirts you got, Sam? Lots.
Yeah, loads. So I was at Wimbledon tennis court.
Hit a few balls with Serena.
No, mate. I find tennis aggravating. It winds me
I
up.
can't
It's
play
such
tennis.
a divs game.
Does it rewind you as much as you eating loudly in front of me?
No, I just look at tennis. I'm like, what a fucking crap game.
I feel like that about golf, to be honest.
It's the same.
Yeah.
No, but I get golf. Golf is about what is like a boys' club, isn't it? So you go, you come and golf, yeah. You go golf, you walk round getting pissed all day, playing golf. You go to the thing, you have another couple of pints, and you go home. And it's like 12 o'clock. You went out at 6 o'clock.
I've never thought about golf like that.
Yeah, no, that's what it
the
is.
people that I know play golf don't do that. They just do it to get out of the house.
Oh, I like playing golf and going for a walk.
Pretty much, yeah. Yes, exactly.
No,
yeah.
forget that too.
No.
But no, I was there, and this was at the height of the union days.
Yeah,
so I was a bit of a dick. More so because I had like this.
You had a big ego as well. It's gone a bit now. Yeah.
Oh mate, I was like, do you know who I am?
Oh, really?
I'm the chairman of the Electrical Workers Union.
God.
I was that guy. But there was a guy there called Richard, and he was so dumb. And he was in charge of, I think he was like not the supervisor, but the one underneath the supervisor. You know that guy?
Right.
There's always a dick at that.
The brown
place.
nose.
Yeah, and he got sacked because he was so shit at his job.
Fair.
But he sacked me.
He sacked you,
He sacked me first.
and then he got sacked.
And then he got sacked.
Oh.
And this is how he sacked me. I went home, come in the next day, and my pass wouldn't work. And because he was, I think me and him had a row. And
That doesn't sound like you.
I know.
I don't believe this story.
I was quite aggressive then.
No.
And then, so he banned me from coming into the actual tennis ground. And then had someone bring the tools out to me.
Oh, you told me about this years ago, yeah. Oh, God, as if I've known you years now. Oh, what is life?
Yeah, I met you when you was 20.
No, you don't. No. I'm 30 in in 2 weeks. 30.
I'm 40 in 2 weeks. No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm 40 on Thursday.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah.
So by now, this Thursday.
This Thursday.
So
when this comes out, I'll be 40.
in 2 days.
In 2 days.
Everyone wish Sam happy birthday. I've had known, I would have bought you a little cake. We could have brought it out, and I could have got really angry with you eating it. Really
Oh, you
annoyed.
will want to see me eating cake.
I'd have died. You'd have died. And then
You
I'd
want
have
to see me
died.
eating cake. But the thing is, I'm a bit sick of birthday cake because it's my little girl's birthday yesterday. So, but my wife can't just have like a birthday. It's got to be a birth week.
Oh yeah,
Mate, about 15
I think it's just
times.
a girl thing, to be
Mate,
honest.
blow
My
it up.
half as a birthday week, to be honest.
Bruv, it was like 15 times we've sung happy birthday. Like, we've blown out 4 million candles. She must be like 38 in candle years. There's like, mate. And in the end, on the last day, and because Amanda's mum was staying down, it was, she was staying in the spare room. Harper was in with us. No bueno for sleeping. Because Harper's not having it.
No.
Daddy, get out now. No.
You're too heavy.
No, Daddy, get out now. You're my side. No, you don't have a
This is
side.
my bed, yeah.
You don't have. So I'm on the edge of the bed, all cold all night. I went and slept on the sofa. That was crap. And then so on her actual birthday, I was so tired, and like had to have this fake energy for like 3 days because her mum's there. So you can't be a little bit like, oh, baby.
Does she hoover around you as well? Or do
No.
you actually do stuff when her mum's there?
No.
No, I know you don't.
What?
I know you don't. I just want to
What?
ask.
So it's just like, and you have to have this fake energy all the way through. Yeah, come on, and it's your birthday. And then on the last day, I'm like, do you know what, babe? I'm going to bed. So I went up and had a little nap. I was like, I've got no more fake energy for you lot.
So I don't like cake. Never really had like birthday cake. Never really had it. My mum would buy me one every year, and everyone else would eat it. But
I'm not mad.
Cheesecake. My auntie Val. Oh, you
No,
never had a
chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah, or she does the orange one or lemon zest. Oh mate, anything. Cheesecake. Auntie Val, if you're listening, make me one for my birthday, please. I'll be very happy.
Do you want? I will put a picture of this up for people. No,
On
I'm
the
not.
video?
No,
No, we won't.
I'm not going to put any videos up. Not a video. I was going to put a picture of the cake. It was ridiculous.
What was it? Is it a frozen cake?
A frozen cake.
Of course it was.
Right.
Frozen.
Frozen cake. Yeah.
Were you drunk the other day, by the way? Will you text me? When you coming to move down to Margate?
I never text you that.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
We should do a podcast together. You should get a unit down in Margate.
Yeah.
Our daughters we should be friends. They're into Frozen. Yours is Elsa, mine's Anna.
Yeah, well, mine's ginger. Yours is like
very blonde, like
the
white
mother
hair.
of dragons, blonde.
Yeah, but do you remember sending me that text?
I did say no. So don't twist it into something it's not.
Not a twist. I'll read it to everyone.
No, listen. The podcast views are going up because we're doing the studio shows. We've got it on lock. I can't be asked to keep coming up here. You should move down to there, is what I said.
Yeah, but there was a hint of man love going on with it. Had you had a drink?
Mate, on a Friday and a Saturday, I get home, I open up my moonshine that I've made.
Still.
I open up that and I have I don't get pissed, I have a couple lips.
You have a happy.
I have a couple lips.
Happy smile.
Like, I've even stopped drinking on the podcast, you know, sometimes, doesn't it?
Good! Because you've got to drive 3 hours to get home.
Yeah, but do you know, on some of the old podcasts,
You're battered, I know.
there's a point where I had to crawl out the shit.
Yeah, this point, we all know, whoever was on, we knew how drunk you were because you just turned from annoying Sam to this guy's an absolute dick, and you just wouldn't. And we try and have a conversation. You just butt in constantly at me, making jokes to me, and I'm just like, anyway. But you can't do it now, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we've got much more nonsense to spout.
No, unfortunately not for everyone. For our last, I wish I'd bought you a cake, and I should have known. I thought your birthday was next week, to be honest.
No, mate. April the 7th.
Yeah, April the 20th. If anyone wants to get me a cake.
Yeah. No, don't get him a cake.
No, I don't like cake. No, don't get me.
See, I'm not mad on cake, but I don't mind. You know, like if cake's brought into the house and there's like a slice and I'm having a cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I'll have a bit of cake.
Yeah, a bit on the side.
But I don't like.
I won't eat the icing anymore. I can have a couple of mouthfuls of it, but you've got the big.
I like the buttercream.
I like fairy cakes.
No, I don't like them.
Little tiny ones.
No, I like a nice proper bit of birthday cake. All wedding cake's good as well.
No.
And
been
then
sat there for 4 days. Wedding cake has.
Oh mate, you. Let me tell you, this frozen cake. We didn't buy it. Her mum bought it. Yeah. If I told you how much it was.
Oh, I know. From Asda probably as well.
No, made special.
Oh god, it's going to cost so much money.
I was like, that is
probably.
That was
I'd probably say about 80 to 120 quid.
More.
For a 3-year-old's birthday cake.
I know. And I'm not trying to stunt or floss.
No,
Any of that.
No, I know.
I was appalled when I found out. I was like, you two are taking the piss. And Amanda's like, it's not me. My mum paid.
That's fine then. I say this to my mum all the time now. Like, it's a joke, so no one take this seriously. My mum keeps booking cruises and going away and all that sort of stuff. I said, Mum, it's my inheritance you're spending. Please calm down. Stop spending it.
Wait.
What?
Does she not want to take me?
She does not want to take you.
But I go and see her so regular.
You what, sorry? What did you say?
Hey?
Mum, if you're listening, just tone it down on the cruises a little bit because they're very expensive.
Anyway.
Thanks for listening and watching, guys. I'm
We're going to have next week off.
We'll have next week off, and we're back in the offices and podcast stuff the week after. So put some stuff in the comments below. Little
subjects that you want, like not boring ones though.
Just put whatever you want, and we'll choose if they're boring or not. But thanks. Subscribe if you haven't, guys. Like, comment, all that sort of stuff, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Ciao, ciao.